action. And we get a chance to see this totally unadvertised showdown, which could steal the show. Pauly Thomaselli riding a 7-match winning streak in Fusion Wrestling to take on an individual who's been shocking and amazing audiences with match of the night candidates everywhere he goes. But believe it or not, this is an important stat. Quintero's never won a match in Fusion Wrestling yet. And tonight might be his most difficult opponent. Quintero, Thomaselli, collar and elbow tie-up, and Thomaselli's going to have a blast trying to test out Quintero and his skills, and already trying to bully him around the ring. This is one thing that Thomaselli loves to do to get in the heads of his opponents. One half of the Impact haters, one half of Hardcore Impact. He combines technical skill with high flying, strong style striking. Known for a Sicilian suplex, a fisherman suplex with a bridge. As the two engage in the collar. Thomaselli with the first takedown. Quintero's very lightning quick with his lucha libre and hybrid style with pro wrestling. But Thomaselli is a veteran of the scene, 20 years in the sport, top-notch athlete everywhere he's gone. First time anywhere ever matchup right here. For Thomaselli to give the nod to Quintero, he has to get his nod of approval. That's not going to be as easily said as done. Thomaselli can take and deliver punishment unlike anyone else I've ever seen in a pro wrestling ring. Quintero trying to get the crowd on his side, trying to refer to Thomaselli as a chicken. Thomaselli's going to test Quintero's heart, will, and physical limits. There is a significant amount of hard-hitting offense that Thomaselli can deliver. And he's going to teach some harsh lessons to anyone and everyone who dares to step in his way. And this is something that Quintero's got to watch out for. I don't know if Quintero knows what he signed up for, because in my estimation, Quintero is in the ring with somebody who could definitely rip and tear him apart. But already, the chops are out, and they're going to open up and definitely blister across the chest of Quintero if Quintero doesn't fight back. Quintero trapped in the corner. Thomaselli winds up and delivers. Quintero just absorbing abuse in the corner. Quintero all of a sudden opens up his hand and delivers a heck of a pound strike of his own. And Thomaselli and Quintero are going to try to exchange shots back and forth with chops and forearms now. Give credit to Quintero for hanging with Thomaselli and even getting a knockdown right there. Pauly rolls to the outside. Quintero continuing to get into better shape. Still looking for his first win in Fusion Wrestling, and what a huge first win that would be against an individual with probably one of the best win-loss records in all of Fusion Wrestling, Pauly Thomaselli, over several years. Virtually unbeatable in the scene. Open challenge last month did not work out for Quintero and his tag team partner FXB against Doug Simmons and the Evil One BOZ. Individually, one-on-one, Quintero at better uniform track takeover. Thomaselli, and yet another one. Quintero, so quick. A lot of youth can recover quickly. Thomaselli got flipped upside down, and he's backing up towards his corner and right under the bottom rope. Quintero expects the very best out of each and every one of the opponents that stands across from him. This has been a big rookie year. Everyone's eyes have been open wide to what Quintero can bring into the ring. Pro wrestling rings, lucha libre rings. And Quintero trying to continue the momentum. Thomaselli in the corner, not allowing him to recover. Nice uppercut. Sweeps off the legs underneath Thomaselli. Quintero runs in and delivers. Revolutionary kick between the middle and bottom rope in the corner. How often do you see that? Excellent body control by Quintero, who might look to go from the outside to the inside. Flipping splash the same time across the chest of Thomaselli, who immediately kicks out at the 2. And that was very close. it's a process for Quintero. He has to put the pressure on Thomaselli unlike any other opponent he's ever been in the ring against. And when you rise the ranks as quickly as Quintero has, you learn just the right amount of high-flying risk-taking you need to do to win. The amount of technical skill, the amount of athleticism, and the focus they need in order to beat the best. Wow, Thomaselli easily propelled Quintero in the air, flung him up there, hit the uppercut, and just booted him down. The momentum has changed all of a sudden, and Thomaselli is going to try to weaken Quintero while he is trapped in the corner. The chops are going to make Quintero more and more frustrated, and he's going to have a hard time trying to fire back on his own if his chest is damaged. Is Quintero the next top player anywhere and everywhere? Thomaselli with a brainbuster trying to weaken and maybe end Quintero and his run right here in all of pro wrestling and lucha libre. To fight the hype and to prove yourself, that's what Quintero has to do. He is hyped up. He has the mentality. Bring your best, hit me as hard as you can. I'm going to try to hit you back. Wow, Thomaselli is not the type to just absorb a shot and let it sink in. Thomaselli is going to throw heavy arms, heavy legs, and heavy fists up and down the body. Big releasing slam. A very devastating drop right there to the tailbone. Thomaselli trying to defeat his opponent with one foot, with one boot. You're not going to do it that way. Not against Quintero. Not in Fusion Wrestling. For this, the last show of the year. Thomaselli on a winning streak, looks to add to his total, and he might be going for the shooting star press right here. Oh, he telegraphed it. Quintero was ready. He moved out of the way. Basement drop kick. Lost some opportunity, but a 2 count there. Quintero's timing was on point, but Thomaselli is not the type of individual that you are going to be able to beat with one simple maneuver. You're going to have to do a lot more than that to weaken and stop Thomaselli. Oh no! Sicilian plex right on his head, and Quintero barely kicks out in time. And that's got to stun Thomaselli a little bit. He tried that move earlier in this match than I had expected, and Quintero was able to kick out, and Thomaselli obviously is going to have his own opinion about the pacing of the count by Kevin Woods. And up in the air, Quintero in a dangerous spot. Will he get dropped on his head or worse by Thomaselli? Quintero landed on his feet. Backstabber. Quintero with Thomaselli hurt. He's not moving. Whoa. 2.5. Quintero. Move for move with Thomaselli in what has been one heck of a clash thus far. Pauly Thomaselli sometimes plays possum. Quintero's got to be careful. You might think that Thomaselli is right for the pickings, but he might be luring him into a trap. He tried to reverse it. Enziguri denied. Thomaselli ducked underneath. Thomaselli again, big pickup, fireman's carry. He's got him bent over backwards, trying to go for a burning head. Oh, for heaven's sakes! Take a nap! Thomaselli might have knocked his lights out, and that's it! Thomaselli has put Quintero off, and Quintero again can't find a way to win in Fusion Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner of the opening contest, Pauly Thomaselli!
Quintero was put through the ringer there, but Pauly, I think, agrees. Quintero has something to offer in pro wrestling and lucha libre. But Thomaselli's offensive arsenal, too much, too deep for Quintero.